They're asking me to moderate the chat. What we got, cuz?
What?
You can keep that. They ain't gonna use it.
Make it a grill.
That's their other railing, isn't it?
Ram bar in the back on the front of the truck.
That's right. I guess it went right there or something.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna blow it out into the street. Fuck.
Where did everybody else blow it?
I don't know. The fucking hobos fucking put it right here.
Yeah, we got Heineken's, Tall Boys.
This ain't Bud Light.
Yeah, right.
I didn't
Nah.
know. I didn't know Yingling donated to Trump's campaign.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. What's up? No.
What up?
The building is gone. I'm good.
We are here. The irony of cleaning Music Row. Okay, this is where I used to spend a lot of my time. We are here. Nice little before and after. Gonna go down right here. Shee, look at that. These people, what I've learned is publishing companies, management companies, they are not gonna clean absolutely shit until there's money on the line. And right now there's money on the line because they are selling this building. So that's why they want us to clean it. As you can tell, look at this beautiful Japanese maple. They wouldn't care if you nuked it. How about that? Look at this boxwood, looking like hell. Crispy. Somebody already nuked this boxwood. All right? So that's why the landscape is unkempt and it just, I don't know. I'm glad I'm not in this industry anymore. I am so glad. Bunch of fucking commies. But he damn sure did, bro. He damn sure did. It is just it is just disappointing. So this whole building's gonna get cleaned today. Soft wash. And let's see, walk around back. Right here in the back. Songwriters are hilarious, man. This is gonna be fun because we gotta do all this, but we're gonna have to get everybody to move at least move those cars. So they're gonna have to move that stuff, or they're gonna get. The back's not as bad. Front looks like that window right there. Oh man, everybody likes it when you're singing. Everybody thinks it's cool. Songwriters are hilarious. They're like, I can't believe I get to do this for 11. Sit in a room and all day and write songs and eat sub sandwiches. It's wild as hell. You know, here's what I've learned. If you devote 10 years to anything, they say Nashville's a 10-year town. If you devote 10 years on a grind, working every day to anything, you will be excellent at it. You will be minimum top 1, top half of a percentile in anything, dude. If you studied neurosurgery, but you never went to college, but you just got all the books and studied it for fucking 10 years, you could advise surgeons probably because you just grinded it out and studied your ass off.
What do we got here?
She
Got the yay hose.
don't worry about that OSR5 right there.
It's
been there
low
for-
tire. It looked like it's been there for about a week or two.
A week or two, yeah. Probably somebody sleeping in it. Probably a songwriter. I'll sleep in my truck. I will too, but not for very long. So, today we're cleaning this building. It's gonna be a pretty good ticket. Probably like around $3,000 or so. Shouldn't be hard.
Hey, I found a new set.
Look at that. You gonna keep that? They don't want it. They left it in the weeds. It just never ceases to amaze me. The music industry and the pressure washing industry. One's full of commies, and the other is full of people trying to DIY shit who have never built anything. That's what it is. It's wild. So let's take a look here. These should be trimmed, but that's not happening ever. So right here, we're just gonna clean all this. Nice fan spray, probably the 24 volt reach up there. Probably gonna be, I don't know, I'll talk about the mix ratio that I think in the video, and then I'll put it towards the end because I'm about to make a video on this whole cleaning. So you guys will be able to see that, and you guys will be able to check it out. All right, I'll talk about what I think it's gonna be. You guys can comment what you think it's gonna be, and then we'll see how close we are at the end of the day. I don't even want to call it bittersweet memories.
Oh, it's
Bitter, more sweet than bitter. I'll tell you that. I'm away from.
pushed you to who you are today.
That is true. That's the gratitude portion.
You gotta find the blessings.
But we are completely surrounded by communists right now.
Oh God.
We are definitely every
The
place
bad thing
here.
about it, though, the bad thing about it is it's like, it's the fake.
Oh yeah, they're driving
Because they're
FX4s.
like, yeah.
Yeah, dude, they're driving FX4s, but they're communists. It's weird.
I'm a country boy.
It's wild, dude. It's wild
like,
as hell. I don't know.
what?
I don't know. I can't deal with it.
I know. It's that. It's just fake.
So needless to say, I'm grateful that I'm not in this industry anymore. I have people come ask me all the time, well, don't you miss that? It's like, it's weird, man. People build this up to be something. People in your hometown, you go to Nashville, you get a little publicity, you get on CMT, you get on some of this stuff, and all that doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean you're making any money. And at the end of the day, if it ain't about money, AP don't talk about it. See, that was already in me. But the problem is when you get here, everybody wants to talk about the love you have of it. And I'm gonna tell you, it's like, well, I love working as much as the check cashes. See, that's my direct love for working. Otherwise, I'll just play with my son all day. You see what I'm saying? And not hang out with communists. But it's like, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. It's like, I didn't never love pressure washing. Pressure washing pays well. You see? So, it's wild, dude. People will hang their life on a chance at getting a record deal. It's wild. And looks, it works out for some people and good for them. But once you figure out that it's not about talent and it's not about skill, because the best guitar players, that doesn't mean that you're going to be Brad Paisley. The best singers, there's plenty of them here, man. Doesn't mean. And so that's a discrepancy that I don't understand. See, if I make the best product in the world for something, or it's close to the best product in the world, it's comparable to the best product in the world, I can compete at that level. But not in this. It actually doesn't make any sense. It's all about who will stick their neck out for you. And if you're thinking about going into the music game and you're wanting to come up here and try your luck at it, well, do it. Do it, because it could be good for you. But It's not about how good you are, which is rightfully so. A lot of the guys who are the top guys in country music aren't the best singers. A lot of them aren't even the best looking. Like Morgan Wallen is definitely not the best looking dude out there. But he knew the right people, he made the right moves, he connected the right dots, and that's why it worked. Okay? So I like more logical business, meaning you have a problem, I solve it, you pay me the money. You have a lot of problems, can I solve them in mass? You pay me a lot more money, right? That's the business that I like. I don't like the emotional business of chasing hits, man, because a lot of these guys are only as good as their next hit. And what up, Kevin? What up, guys? They're only as good as their next hit, and that's real scary. Because if you don't get with the right writers, you're out on tour too much, you didn't write a record that year, or you're not writing on the road, you know, you're not bringing the right songwriters with you on the road, or those guys won't write with you because you think different politically. There's a lot of variables that have nothing to do with the quality of work. It's just more political, bureaucratic than it is quality driven. And I like to be in the business of quality. Rolex is Rolex because they have displayed over time that they have excellent quality, and they do. Their watches resale. You will always get an ROI. You will always get your money out of a Rolex. A lot of them have appreciated in value, but over time they have displayed that their product is quality. And even if it's a luxury item, there are a lot of people out there who actually have money, guys. And that's contrary to what a lot of people who watch my channel have or believe. Because a lot of people would say, well, I'd never pay $15,000 for a Rolex. It's not that you would never, you can't. Okay? So don't talk about you would never when you can't pay $15,000 for a Rolex. See, so it's like you got to level up your thinking. There's a lot of people out there with money who are willing to pay for their homes to be washed at high ticket, higher than you ever thought, higher than your uncles or your cousins or your family or any of the money you've ever made. There's people willing to pay to have their house washed for more than your parents' monthly income as a child for one job. They will pay you, okay? They will pay you that. But getting you guys to believe that is like pulling teeth out of one of Hoffpauer's alligators out there in the bayou, okay? Like trying to get a tooth out of an alligator. It's a fight. He's trying to death roll, and I got the freaking vice grips. It's like trying to get guys to believe in themselves has been my biggest challenge in this entire journey. And I don't just possess it. I have to command it. I have to, over time, you eventually get momentum on your belief. And it is like a big snowball. Once you start getting wins, confidence grows. Once you get more wins, confidence grows. And eventually the snowball is so big that your positive thoughts outweigh anything that your negative thoughts on the daily can come in and try to fight. You see, like the old negative thoughts don't even really get to enter because you have a track record with yourself. And the track record with yourself is worth more than any track record, okay? You have to build a track record with yourself, which builds self-esteem, which builds confidence, because you know you're going to do what you said you were going to do. And there's been times where I've had to do things that I've said I was going to do, and I didn't want to do it, dude. Like, even like as a young dad, man, I told my boy, I said, hey, man, if you do this, oh God, oh Biden voters, fucking Biden voters,
Kitty cat.
goddamn, get them out.
Little kitty cat.
I can't wait till Joe Biden gets back in office.
Get out of here.
He just announced today.
Oh yeah, I
This
saw.
morning, pre-recorded. They wouldn't let him announce live.
Of course, but build the track record on yourself. I remember when my son was young, and being a young dad, you don't really know how to make the punishment fit the crime. Sometimes, you know, you go to level 1,000, and you probably should only go to level 300. You see, you're like, boy, if you do that, this is gonna happen. And you look back on it, and you're like, well, shit, I said I was gonna do it. I have to do it. But also on the positive end with him, if I tell him, hey man, you have an excellent week, dude. We're going to play airsoft this weekend. That's his favorite thing to do. And sure enough, sometimes I don't feel like doing it, but I said I was going to do it, and I own it, and that's what I'm going to do because I said I was going to do it. And one thing that you learn is that you stop saying things. You stop just being super flippant with your words. You see, you stop just saying stuff. You start really watching what you say and your verbal, your self-talk and your talk outwardly to others. You start monitoring all that because you're like, these words live. Like what I say. What's up?
Sunscreen.
Oh, did you get hit with some Kim?
No, I put some sunscreen on.
Oh, okay.
Got my eye a little.
So, get momentum on your self-talk today. Go out there and close a sale. Build that snowball that is just impenetrable to any negative thinking. And eventually, you'll have people calling you cocky too. And the odd thing is anybody saying that is just jealous, right? Everybody wants to be Floyd Mayweather. Everybody wants to be Conor McGregor. Everybody wants to be, think of the guy that everyone hates, Donald Trump. Everybody wants to be that. Everyone wishes that they had the balls to be that, irregardless of how they would form out their life if they had that type of success. But they don't understand that that is what it takes to become the champion. All champions move the same. All champions speak the same. All champions have people who love them and hate them. All right. And if you're not willing to go into that realm where you can absolutely have haters or have people who are downing what you do, family members, competition, whatever, then you're never going to be a champion. You cannot live in indifference and become a champion. You cannot. And I love like a lot of modern little cuck Christian guys. Well, let your actions speak louder than your word. No, here's what's going to fucking happen. Okay, my actions are going to speak loud as hell, and then my words are going to speak loud as hell. I'm just a menace. All right, I'm going to be a menace. I'm going to talk shit, and then I'm going to beat you. That's how it's going to be, and that's how Genghis Khan did it. That's how Alexander the Great did it. That's how all of those guys did it. You got these new ways of copping out from all of the engagement. I can't stand it, dude. Like, look, buckle up. If you're going to talk shit, talk it. But make sure that you walk it too. I love that type of individual. I love it. I love all of that. That makes me happy when somebody believes in themselves enough to command the game, to dictate the game. It's great. Like, get all of that hate. If you hate that, get that out of your system. Start enjoying that. Start owning that. Figure out your own way to do that. Okay? Because you don't understand, a lot of that talking is them talking to themselves. You see? Well, if you're really secure in yourself, you wouldn't need to talk trash. Get the fuck. Hold my spear. You hold my spear. That's what you do. You stand behind everyone and you get to hold my spear. You don't throw spears. Okay? That's what those people turn into. Those people turn into people who their wives run the marriage and end up leaving them. Their wives wear the pants. Their wives control the credit cards. Their wives literally tell them what to do, and they basically just talk to everyone about how they outpunted their coverage. What a sad life. What a sad life to beg for sex, to beg for these things. Like, dude, dictate it on your own terms. And look, I say this stuff because I live it. If you guys ever come to an event and you guys get to meet my girlfriend, you know I live it, okay? She will eventually be my wife, but you guys know I live this shit on what I'm talking. My girl, she is sweet, she is kind, she is submissive, she is quiet, she is wonderful. She is amazing, dude. Simone is amazing. She loves on me. She cooks for me. And you know what Daddy does? Daddy brings home every bit of the bacon, and she lives a great life. And that's how it's supposed to work. Okay? That's how it's supposed to work. Some of y'all got mouthy ass wives that y'all need to tell them, put them outside one time. All right? How's that rub you? That piss you off a little bit because you know it's true? I need to do more lives because I just get on stream of consciousness and start laying into the cuckery.
That's when you give the goods.
That's the antidote.
Those are my favorite ones.
Dude, that's the antidote. The antidote is in the cuckery, bro. In all facets. You handle prospects and customers. You're probably one of the best I've seen. But like guys don't understand that you got to handle your wife the same way. You got to handle your business the same way. It's all on the square. It's all on the level.
Be consistent.
There is, yes, absolutely. Everything that you say, you have to do. You see what I mean? You have to own it. But guys will live a different life. I know men who can go to war. They can go to war and kill men. But then when they get home, their wife runs the ship.
Yeah.
It's wild as hell. It's wild as hell. It's like, so we gotta own that other side of it, okay? We gotta own the home. That's gotta be our place. And I will tell you, let me tell you, this is the positive end. I'm gonna get off here because I'm running my battery down and I gotta film with this. But the positive end of this is you're probably scared to do some of this. If I'm speaking to you right now, you're scared to. But I will tell you, but that ultimate peace and happiness is on the other end of this, because the only way to truly love your wife and your family is to be this way. You are letting them down being a different way. You are letting them down run over the top of you. It's not endearing. It's not cute. Okay? And she doesn't think so, even if she says it. All right? You're letting them down. So if you want peace in your house, and I had to learn this the hard way. Okay? I had to learn this through 6 years of divorce. All right? And I know, though, I talk about this because I know some of you guys are going through this, some of you guys are about to go through this, and some of you guys have been through this. So I know I'm talking to at least about 52% of you, if I know the percentages are correct. All right? But how do you take that learning and not repeat the mistake? It's you listen to what I'm saying and you own it in your business and you own it in your life, and that will give you the chance to truly love the person that you're with. It will give you the chance to truly love your kids and not resent them. Discipline is love. All right? They want that. That's exactly right. Action, power wash. They want that. And that man don't look. My girl knows if like, and she doesn't even spout off. It's like, because I've set the precedence. I had to learn a lot of lessons, and I was lucky I learned a lot of lessons before I met her, because I didn't have to learn on the run while I was with her. All right? So I set the precedence. I was like, listen, you want to fuck around, you want to mouth off, I will literally put you outside. Like, I will send you back. I will send you back to your parents. You ain't living with me. You're not going to be disrespectful. She knows. Like, there is no question. We're probably going to do some type of podcast later down the line, because our relationship is so good and it's so peaceful and it's so wonderful. I'm not the type of guy to come at my woman and try to start shit. Like, that's not my style, man. I actually would prefer to work and have peace and have, happy times. I'm not the kind of guy that just, that's a feminine trait, who you want to start shit all the time with your woman or your family. Like, I come from a place where it was yelling a lot in my marriage. I come from, hateful things being said to each other. And so that's the last thing I want. But the last thing I'm going to tolerate is disrespect. Okay? The last thing. I got a nice North Face tent. I got a Kelty sleeping bag. It's warm as hell. You can sleep out in the yard for a night and think about it, because you ain't going to do it in here, baby. Who knew we would bring the red pill to pressure washing? I'll see you guys.